Hey people, welcome to Kitty for Crafts. I'm Kathy, it's Kitty for Crafts, and I am coming to you with a couple of different things today. You saw the thumbnail, Wizard of Oz is coming up because it is Oz and Og already. So for me, that's a good thing because I know that fall, favorite season of the year, is upon us. If you've been with me for a while, you know, maybe not this year still because of my job, but it's all good. It's all good and gravy. So we have got Oz and Og. I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. I'm actually going to do a little whip at the same time. So I'm not going to, be on here forever, but just kind of catch you up on a couple things and see what's going on. But I've got to talk about, and I'll show you my thing that I'm going to do for the state fair. So it's a couple little everything. And then what I'm doing here in the next couple days. So let's start with the main thing you probably clicked for, which was, nope. Thank you to all my new subscribers. And thank you to everyone who has been with me since the beginning. I appreciate you more than you will ever know, especially for sticking out with me through all the foolishness that I have been going through. So thanks. And then you new folks, this is how it is over here. This is what we do. We do what we do. All right. So Oz and Og. Okay. So diamond painting with, and I always have to stop and say it real slow, NMD Tammy. And then speaking of diamonds with Rich, and then I think there is a Miss David on there. Don't quote me on that one. But I will link the Oz and Og, excuse me, the Oz and Og in there so that you can get to their, what I want to call sneak peek. It's music from The Wizard of Oz, and then they have just a couple things going on. So I'm really excited. They have a host, and I mean a host of sponsors. I think it was 2 columns. It might have been 3, but it was just a lot. I was like, oh, that's a lot of folks. A couple things. There's no new start required, which I think is awesome sauce. I thought, okay, y'all doing something fancy. They prefer license, but they're saying that if you don't have license, that's okay. You can participate in the weekly, now listen to this part, the weekly drawings, as long as you do your progress reports and all that. But for you to get the grand prize, you have to have licensed artwork, and that square that you have completed or artwork that you are completing has to be 30 by 30 centimeters, 12 by 12. So they're really not asking a lot. 30 by 30 centimeters completion for the grand prize, licensed artwork or non-licensed artwork. And you have to do your 4-part, which is every week, progress report. I don't think that's asking a lot. I'm sorry, I don't. I guess some people are going to say, well, it's a lot because maybe if I don't have licensed artwork. I understand that. I would say to you that some licensed artwork that are on the cheaper scale, I don't, instead of doing our China mail, would be going to Michael's to see if they had any Wizard of Ozzy things. Because when I tell you what qualifies, I really don't want to hear that you do not have anything that's licensed. Because you can go to Michael's, you can go to all of our other outsources places if you're not a DAC person, or rather you cannot afford DAC, which I ain't mad, I get that. There's other places you can get some licensed artwork for this. Because the only thing I would like to complain about, and it's just kind of funny, because I'm like, what? Because if you don't know, I'm a Wizard of Oz person. There's a video way back in the beginning where one of the other creators Star had asked about a collection I had, and I just took a picture of it and I said, here, Star, so she could see. I'll link her down below too. She's awesome. The collection I have of Wizard of Oz. I think it was another Oz and Og, which is why she had said something that I had made a comment about before. So if you, it's way down. I mean, like I've been doing this a year and a half, 2 years. I don't even know anymore. It's at the beginning, sort of kind of at the beginning. But anywho, it's funny because for me, as a Wizard of Oz person, Wizard of Oz / and I'll put the / here for Wicked, because I do both, because I have read all the books, I've done all the things, and I have not read that new book, Elfie. And I'm not sure I'm going to be honest with you, but because I think we're going a little bit too far. But that being said, that's just me. Wizard of Oz is Wizard of Oz. There's a yellow brick road. There's a lion. There's a tin man. There is a scarecrow. There's a little girl. I even put a / for the Wiz in case, you are a person of color who would like that to be included. I ain't mad. I mean, it's a depiction of the movie. They do not vary off per se where they are, but where they go, I mean, they're still going someplace else. I mean, and it still involves things, right? Like a yellow brick road. There's a tin man, who I think was Nipsey Russell. We all know the scarecrow was Michael Jackson. I don't remember the lion's name. Now that's sad. And we all know that Diana Ross was Dorothy, and Richard Pryor was the Wiz. I feel bad I don't remember the lion's name. I really don't. Oh, that's so sad. Anywho, that being said, movie sticks to the bases. We get Wicked. We're just going to go kind of backwards. We get Wicked, and we get this story about how Elfie and, which is the Wicked Witch of the West, in case you don't know, and Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, become friends, why they are friends, and all the things, and you find out things that you're like, say what? So, okay, we find out how folks become the Scarecrow, the Lion, the Tin Man. We find out how that happens. So it's a cool little way to put a spin on an old classic, but give you some backstory that probably someone's saying, well, we didn't need it. Well, we probably didn't, but it was good. Let's not get that twisted either. So I enjoyed it. I own them both. I have plenty of Wicked shirts. It is cool. It's great stuff. I've read the book. My husband bought me Son of a Witch because he didn't think I had it nor read it, and he was right. I had not had it or read it. Do I like it? Someone's gonna say, "Well, have you read it? Did you like it?" It's alright. It's alright. It's by the same guy, Gregory McGuire, whatever. It's the same guy. I just don't. To some degree, on some things, I think we go a little bit too far. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Sidebar. Squirrel. Toy Story 5 is cute. But we know what's going to happen because they are toys, right? But it's still a good movie. So, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. So, it's just the kind of same thing. We did not need, as much as I love dinosaurs, we didn't need that many Jurassic Parks. We just didn't. But were they all good? All but one. And everybody knows which one sucked. So, Freddy Krueger, I love horror movies. We did not need that many Nightmare on Elm Streets. We did not. Were they all good? Were they all decent? All but one? We know which one it was. And if you don't, both of those are this number here. Okay. So, anywho, to get to Oz and Og, what qualifies is what's throwing me off. That's why I had that tangent. Sorry. Anything qualifies. And I mean, when you look at I'm going to link it, so don't worry. When you look at the list, you're going to be like, oh, well, I have a licensed artwork for that. Oh, I have a licensed artwork for that. Oh, I should have something licensed for that. And if you don't, I'm not kidding. You can go to Hobby Lobby and pick up their brand of licensed wait for it, here we go. Witches, poppies, lions, farms, monkeys, castles, wizards, pigs, rainbows, and tornadoes. Now, I have never seen a tornado depicted in a diamond art as such, as a tornado. But if that's the case, Lord, please, let me link it below. Okay? So that was weird to me. I don't know, y'all. August 1st to the 31st is when this is. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video just because I want this one to have its own thing for Oz and Og. And I'll come back and talk later. But I just wanted to give you this Oz and Og because I'm excited. Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing this one. And I've had this so long that the side's starting to peel up. So this is it. Let me get you a better side view. There we go. So 53 colors, 7 ABs, and it's the Wizard of Oz. Well, it can't go wrong with that. Okay, so here's my complaint. Like I said, I've had this so long the sides are peeling up. I just haven't done it. I've always found something else to do. The size of Emerald City is 76 by 56 centimeters or 30 by 22. It is a square. Probably Warner Brothers. Yep, Warner Brothers. Because usually, here's Warner Brothers down here. Usually, like I did Willy Wonka, it was in the cool case with its own labels and stuff. And then Warner Brothers had their label stuck on it somewhere. So this one's down here. Diamond Art Club, and then on the back, of course, it talks about all the ways to diamond paint. But this is what I'm gonna do. So 53 colors is not a lot for me, I don't think. And what I mean by me, I mean because I'm doing a J-wall, so that's irrelevant. But what I mean is, I can probably kit that up in my. I'll probably just do my Elizabeth Wards. But I'm really excited to do it. But August 1st to the 31st is going to be this Oz and Og diamond painting with NMD Tammy. Speaking of diamonds with Rich, and again, there's another lady that's involved, and I think her last name is David. Don't quote me on that. I like the fact there was no new starts. I like the fact that it doesn't have to be licensed, but if you want to do the grand prize, it has to be licensed. I like the fact that they're letting folks participate in your weekly things as long as you understand that the grand prize entry has to be licensed artwork. The sponsor list is out of control, and I mean out of control. There's no finish required. So I'm going to be able to start this and not worry about finishing it. I'm going to finish it. Not maybe within this 31 days, but it will get finished. I mean, that's just how I roll. The only thing I'm like is, what? Anything qualifies. So, I mean, anything that you think that's in that movie could qualify. I have a problem with monkeys because you can't pick a zoo monkey because that's not the same kind of a monkey. Nika wasn't that kind of a monkey. I mean, that's me as a Oz fan, Ozinian, that I just don't. You find a road doesn't mean that you can use that road. It's not yellow. She didn't go down the. I mean, farm I get. I'm down with the farms. But if we're talking about Annie M's house, and let's talk about straight Judy Garland, Dorothy, right? Where's the Wizard of Oz? So when we're in black and white, we're at a farm. Okay, you can do farms. You can do pigs because she fell into the pigsty. Well, we can do chickens because good gravy. Annie M was up here messing with those chickens because the incubator had broke. We can do a pile of hay because she sits there and sings over the rainbow. We could do a house because she's in a house. It didn't depict that it was a farmhouse because it's in the sky. We can do bicycles because Mrs. Sculpture's on a bicycle. We can definitely do dogs because Toto's a dog. And then we can do all the witches of the world. We can do lollipops and ballerinas. We can do mayors. See how I'm going with that? You start letting everything go, and everything gonna go. So I can't wait to see what people say. This is their Wizard of Oz, inspired by their Wizard of Oz. I cannot wait, because this should be funny. I mean, not to be funny, the wizard is not a true wizard. He's a carnival guy. I mean, what? Whatever. I can't wait to see what everybody puts out. It's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be funny. So that being said, Oz and Og, diamond painting with NMD Tammy. Speaking of diamonds with Rich, another person I can't remember. All the things, I will link it below so that you can see. I'm excited for it. August 1st through the 31st. 'Tis the season, which means fall is a coming. So I love fall. Let me know your favorite holiday down below. Well, I shouldn't say holiday. That's not a holiday, is it? Well, for me, it's a holiday too because I gotta go back to work. But what kind of season do you like? What's your season? Is your season spring, winter, summer, fall? I like fall because you can still wear shorts and then put on some long sleeves at the same time. So, with that being said, stay cool, be you, keep on painting, and I will catch you here in about a few. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Because I really need to paint. So, yeah, we'll see. But keep on painting, y'all. Okay, bye.